Yes. So when you open MySQL, you have a instance here. These are the different connections we have. You all will have only one. If you click on it,
Okay.
you will open MySQL and it will look like this for you guys. Let me show. It looks something like this. Well, if you open it and see,
Ma'am, can you
Yes,
please maximize
same.
the window if possible?
sorry,
Can you maximize your window?
which window you want me to maximize?
Means, so we have the bar where it is showing all the candidates. So if you can maximize your window, we can have more, or you if you can increase the size of the window
Is my
of your
screen
screen.
showing you the candidates?
Yes.
No, not for us. It's showing only
Yeah.
MySQL window.
Exactly. It won't show you what candidates are there. It should be in your screen. You have to remove that option.
I don't think so. Let me try it.
Okay, fine. Just open MySQL and check if you're able to see it something like this. From here, we'll go forward.
Yes, same.
Yes, you can.
Yes, or if you're on the same page now.
Yes.
Yes. So,
But we are having the query 1. You are having SQL file 5, right? But we are
because I've
having the
been
query
using,
1.
you're new, right? You're new to this,
Yes.
right? I've been using it since years. So that number will change.
Okay, okay.
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 Yes. So, this is MySQL workbench. So workbench in the sense, the way you will talk to the database. I told you SQL is a language to talk to the database, right?
Yes.
So SQL is a language to talk to the database. And what you guys will do there? We will write the language to talk to it and it will give you the answer. But something should be there to make it executed, right?
Yes.
So that's what is the server in the background. In the background, server is running. Okay. Now, in the background, server is running. Okay, ma'am. What do you mean by in the background, server is running? So, databases will work based on the servers you have. Okay. So, what is that server thing? So, the server is, you see in your laptops, if you do Windows R, if you do Windows R, just
Like
type
RDP, we have to check.
sorry.
Windows are RDP, like we have to take the RDP of the server.
Savita, let me finish it, then ask you a question, okay?
Okay.
I just told click Windows R. Why do you want to
Okay.
go to the RDP and all that? Just type Windows R. Okay. So if you type Windows R and type services.msc and click on OK, you need not check for it. It will be on for sure. You need not check for it. I'm just showing you how the server is in the background. You need not try this. That's okay. Leave it. Now you see something called MySQL in my screen here.
Yes.
Yes, running.
So is it in the local system or local service or network service?
Network service.
Network.
So that means it is running, it
Wow.
is present somewhere else and it is connected.
Network.
Correct. So same as your Airtel SIM. You have a physical SIM in your phone. But signal comes from where for the service?
Yes, from towers and out of.
Correct. From different towers, right?
Yes.
Similarly, you have MySQL in your system. It's running. It's automatically running. Startup type. And it is a network service. It's not on a local service. Server is running. That's why That server, you cannot touch the server, right?
Yes.
So to talk to your SIM, which is in your phone, what do? Do you go to the SIM and click on the small SIM, or you talk to the SIM through your phone?
Through phone.
Exactly. So you talk to your phone through SIM. Sorry, you talk to your SIM through phone. Correct. Similarly, we will talk to MySQL server using front end
SQL.
called Workbench. Got it now?
Yes.
Yes. Now going to the next one. What's the next one we have? The UI. You should understand the UI of this, right? Because you should know what to write. Correct. Now, this UI, when I say UI, for example, you have Instagram. As soon as you open Instagram, what do you see?
Feeds.
Mm-hmm.
Story.
Anything else other than feeds?
Storing data and getting the data from the server.
You will see stories, feeds, storing the data and getting the data. You see that on your Instagram.
No.
Talking about Instagram, right?
Videos.
As soon as you open the Instagram, what do you see? You see options on the bottom, feeds in the center. On the right corner, you will have message button and a love symbol with a dot if you have any notifications, correct?
Yes.
Right. That's called the UI of your Instagram, correct? That means user interface. What you guys have, how do you use it? Correct? Similarly, on MySQL, what do you see here?
Like opening with the local instances, file, edit, view, query, database, and all the
You see that?
management status.
Okay. On the top, you see it in the ribbon.
Yes.
That's called ribbon. Okay. All together. So, you see on the right corner, there are some 3 boxes with the blue lines on different directions.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So, those 3 what you have will tell you how do you want your database to look like. The first one, when I click on it and off it, see what difference is going on. Observe the screen. When I tell you to do it in your laptop, then do it. If not, please observe the screen. See what is happening. You see navigation pane on the left.
Yes.
This navigation pane, if you don't want it, you can click on the first box. You can remove the first box.
Yes.
Navigation pane has all your tables. You see schemas here on the bottom with black color.
Yes.
Yes.
If I click on it, now you see. We have different schemas. You will have only 2 there because yesterday we have installed Sakila, right?
Yes.
But I have many because I've been using it. Okay. Now, so these are the databases. If I expand one database, you will have tables in it. Okay.
Yes.
Now, so whatever schemas you have in your database, basically, your data is stored in a particular format. Without a structured format, it will be messy, right? So, it is stored in a structured format. What is that structure? First, you have your laptop. In your laptop, you have drives. C drive, D drive, F drive, correct?
Yes.
In each drive, you will have some storage. Correct. Similarly, you have schemas here, different drives. Similarly, different schemas you have. In the schemas, like you store your folders and files, we have different folders for tables and views, store procedures and functions. In this, if you have a table, you will store it in tables group. If you have views, you store it in views group. Understood now?
Yes.
Just structural arrangement of the data. What is a view? What is table? We will learn it later anyways. Okay. So this navigation pane has all the information how your data is stored. If you want to see where and how it is stored, you can come to the navigation pane. And now you have the second box here out of these three. The second one is for the output. You should know if there is any error, right? That
Yes.
output is used to say if your query is correct or if you have any mistakes, syntax errors or query errors. The second box, if you don't want the output, you can click on it, it will remove the output. Third one is for the SQL edition. So you see on the right, automatic context help is disabled thing. That is mostly used by database admins. For now, we are into the data analytics, so that's not much required for us. Okay? Fine. Now, this is how I want your database to look like. Can you all make your database like this?
Yes.
All of us are on same page. All of
Yeah.
your databases are looking the same.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, once you have the databases, the next one what we have to do is on the left you see you have schemas, right? Right.
Yeah.
Now, you see, just observe it. Suppose I want to select, you all have Sakila database with you, right? Yesterday we have installed Sakila and Sys. All of you will have
Yes.
this. Remaining are all my training purpose, whatever I have used. But for now, you will have this Sakila. Okay. Now, under Sakila database, you have some tables. Suppose you want to see what is in this table. Data is arranged in the form of tables in databases. I want to see what is in actor table. Okay, then what I have to do is, I have to write a query to display the actor table. I will write select star from actor. Okay, but actor, every database here, every schema has tables. You're searching actor table from which schema?
Killer table.
Sakila.
Sakila schema, right?
Yes.
You have to say that also. Then what will I write? I will say select star from Sakila dot actor. That means
Actor.
there is a table called actor which is inside the Sakila. Just display it. Now do control enter. You have the table. This is how we write the SQL. This is how we will cross check using navigation pane. This is how you will write the SQL query in the center. And on the bottom, you have the result grid like this. If you do a select statement, on the bottom, you see it's green tick. Telling select star from Sakila actor is the one you executed, and this is the message. What is the message? 200 rows returned. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Are you trying it? Just give it a try. I'll wait for a minute. You start to be hands-on, you will also feel comfortable while looking at it. Sorry? Once it is completed, please let me know so that we'll go to the next one.
Complete.
Whoever is very new to these things, don't worry, we'll go very slow so that you guys can get what we are trying to give. Okay? Initially, for few days, I'll go very slow so that all of us are on same page.
After executing as it is, but we are not getting the table output.
You didn't execute, you just wrote the query. Put your
But
cursor
you
on the
got
query. Listen, put your cursor on the query and do Control Enter to execute.
Control.
Enter.
Okay, got it.
That's what I said. You wrote the query, you didn't execute.
Okay.
If you won't execute, you will not see the output.
Just I have pressed enter. That's it. That's it.
Did you complete, guys? Is it working fine?
Yes.
As you guys are new for it, if you are not able to do it, just try it. I'll wait. That's okay.
Yes, completed. It's
Yes,
done.
completed.
Yes. Now let's go with the next. So, you know the arrangement of data now. So first you have schemas. In the schemas, you have tables. And in the tables, you will have all these sections, correct?
Yes.
Right. Now, you should also know, suppose if you want a new data, you should also know how to create a new schema, right? These all the schemas are used by someone else. You should also know how to create a new schema for yourself, correct? So that we will be
Yes.
learning now one by one, how to create a schema. Okay. To create a schema, first thing what is important, what that you have to do is, you see on the left, you have Harsha 3, Harsha 4, Naresh 17. So, in general, there is two terminologies called database and schema. Okay. Suppose you have a database. What is the database that you know until now?
MySQL.
I'm not saying the name of it. What do you think it will do?
To store the data.
So
Database will store the data.
yes.
That's what you know, right?
Yes.
Yes. So database will store the data. Okay. But you see the name called schemas here now.
Yes.
Not the
Table
name
name.
database, right? You're seeing something called schema here. Correct. Then what do you think is schema?
Schema is nothing but a database only.
The name we create, the name we give for the database creation.
No. Yes.
No. Do you guys know it or you guys guessing it?
The instance of the database.
Instance of the database. Can you please elaborate in a normal terminology so that all will understand what you have told?
So we have a database, but we are creating a database for our particular use, which is a part of the main database. So we are creating the schema, which we can use for just to take the tables or just to take the values which we needs for from the database.
Mhm. Okay. So basically, I'll tell you in a different way now. Whatever all of you guys tried to say is good. Now I'll tell you in a different way. For example, if you have a database, okay, how do I say that? Okay, so you have a database. The way it is arranged, the information, how whatever your database contains is in schema. In general, in MySQL, you see both will be similar. Either you call a database or you call a schema, it will come. But in general, the definition for it is database will contain the data, right? Schema will contain the information of how the database is arranged. Got it? Database will contain the data. Schema will contain all the information of how your database is arranged. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Suppose you have how many you have a database called Sakila here. You say Sakila database, right?
Yes.
Correct. Now in this Sakila database, I have something called tables.
Yes.
So this Sakila database has all the tables. You will know that Sakila database have tables by looking into the schema structure. You have some schemas in the background which will store the information of how your database is. Got it?
Yeah.
Or let me make it more clear. Once we start to learn how to create a database, how to create a schema, I will show you something where we say show databases. There you will be more clear. Okay? For now, let's put that question mark on the side. Now, we will start to learn databases. So, can I just write any language here? See, the below command is used to display database. Like this, if I write, is it giving red mark here?
Yes.
Correct. Why is it giving red mark?
Because
There is
it's not a
no
command,
meaning.
it's like a statement, sentence.
Yes.
Sentences and are not understandable in SQL. Right? That's
Exactly.
why.
SQL understands only language. This is not this is
Yeah.
not the language what it understands, right? So you want to put it as a comment. You want to know what is this used for. So you wrote some explanation for yourself there, right?
Yes.
Now you have to say that it's a comment. To say that it's a comment, suppose you have explanation for single line, you can do double hyphen space. Now there's no error. It is understanding that this is not a query to execute. This is not my language. Someone wrote in their language to understand it. Got it? It's not a query. It's a comment. That means some explanation whichever people wants to write. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Any doubts? Any questions?
It's clear.
No doubts? No questions?
Multiple comments is
I'll come back to that. This one you understood, right?
yes.
Yes. So, if you want to write the comment in multiple lines, single line if you want, it's double hyphen space, correct? Now, if you want to write it in multiple lines, for example, see, I'll give a forward slash star. Now, the same thing, if I'll write this and see if I click on enter and start to write, it is taking as comment or query?
Comment.
It's taking as query. That's why it
Query.
gave error.
Query.
Yes.
That means if you do double hyphen space, it's on the same line you have to write. If you want to write in another line, there is another way of writing single line. You can also give hashtag and write the below one is for execution. Like this. Okay? Single
Yes.
line comment if you want, either you can use double hyphen space or a hashtag. Anything works. Okay? If you want a double hyphen space, sorry, double comment, I mean multiple line comment, then you have to go with forward slash star. Then see, this these queries are used for multiple. Now I'm going to the next line. Line comments. Now see, it is still taking as a comment. You can add multiple lines. Where will it end? It will end when you write star and forward slash again. Now next one will be query again. Understood
Yes.
single line comment and multiple line comment?
Yes.
Yes.
No confusions?
No.
Now, we will start with database commands first. I'll put a heading as database commands. Now, you see on the left, you will have in your systems only two, right? You have Sakila and Sys. Correct. So, Sakila and Sys are system provided ones.
Yes.
Yes. So Sakila and Sys are system provided, but if you want to create your own database, then you have to write it as create database and give it a name. So generally always remember whenever you're giving a name for a database or you're giving a name for your table or you're giving name for your column, it should depend on your data. So as soon as you look at that name, it should clearly tell you what is that containing, what data it is containing. Clear? So
Yes.
now this database, you can give your own names, but I will give the name as Harsha 5 because I'm using it for your batch. Okay. So I have a lot of schemas here. I'll get confused. So I'm using it for your batch. So to remember, I'll give it like this. Clear? Now, how to execute? How to execute a query?
Control enter.
Control enter.
Control enter. So will this get some output?
Yeah.
No, right? It's
Created
just,
No.
no, it's just creations.
creation.
Output window won't be there for this. Now if I execute, say it is successful on the bottom, do you see green tick? In the output window, you saw a green tick here. If
Yes.
it's a green tick, that means it's unsuccessful, right?
Yes.
If it is successful, on the left also I should see Harsha 5. But do you see Harsha 5 here?
No.
No, it's not seen. So you have something called refresh. Do you see some refresh here? If you click on refresh, now do you see Harsha 5?
Yes.
So it is successfully created. Okay. Any questions? Any questions?
No.
No questions?
No.
Okay. Now this is how you will create a database. So as soon as you create a database, ma'am, for example, if you want to create another one, then create database. But I told you this database is also addressed as schema, right? So you can write create schema Harsha 5. Same name I cannot give. If I give the same name, now you see it tells can't create database Harsha 5 database exists. So I'll give _1. Now if I execute, see now it is successful. Same name it will not take. Now if I go refresh, you see you also have Harsha 5 _1.
Yes.
Yes, you have it.
Yes.
You have that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So if you want to create a database, you have to write create database name. If you want to create a schema, you can write. But both of them are similar in MySQL. But in general, database is a container which has the data in it. Schema will save the structure how the database is maintained. General definition. Okay. Fine. Now coming back. Ma'am, so if you want to create it, you're saying, okay, very good. Don't we have any other way without using a query? Yes, you have. Do you see on the top your file, edit, view, query? Below that, you
Yes.
have some symbols here.
Yes.
Yes.
In the symbol, the fourth symbol you see is for schema creation. If you click on it, it will open a new window like this. Look at the screen carefully. It will open a window like this. There you can give the name of your database what you want. For example, Harsha 5_2. After writing that, on the bottom right, you have apply option. If you click on apply, see it wrote the query by itself. Then you can again click on apply on this window. Once it is executed, you can click on finish. Now you can close this. On the left, you see, is the third one created?
Yes.
These are the 3 different ways how you can create. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions? Any questions?
No.
No questions?
Would you please drop down once that Harsha file database in the schema section? Like under that, we will not have any data until we create, right? Like in bull, there will
One
be
second.
like
Savita, one second. Can you repeat the first one again?
now we have created the database Harsha file, right?
Correct.
Under that, can you please drop it down in the schemas?
I already dropped down. Harsha 5.
In that already we will be having table view. Those are the
How will
inbuilt
you
options.
have tables? You have just
Okay.
folders created. How will you have tables? Did you create it?
No.
If you don't create it, you will not have, right?
No.
There is.
I'm also asking that those view in tables and that will be visible to us or not. That's what I'm asking. Otherwise, I thought that only Harsha's file database is created. Under that, we have to create all the folders. I thought like that. That's why I'm asking.
These are not created. These are by default present because every schema will have this structure.
Okay.
In that
That's what.
tables, you have to execute. For example, you have Harsha 4. These tables are inserted by us while practicing.
Okay.
Now you will
Yes.
start to do this insertions during our course.
Okay.
Inside schema only you will create a database, right?
Inside schema, you're creating a database. No.
Actually,
When you do
schema.
database, create database, Harsha 5 got. When you say create schema, you got 5_1. Then why do you want to depend on both?
So database is tables, views, forms, and
See,
everything, right?
don't get confused between database and schema. I told to put that question mark side, right? I'll answer that I told you, right? If you think now, you get confused. Leave it for now. I will give that clarity. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay? Now, this is how you create a database. If you don't want a database, then you have to go like this. Suppose if you don't want 5_2, go to that database, do a right click and do drop schema. See, it will say drop now. So you can drop it. Now you see it's gone. If you don't want a schema, you can drop like this. Or you can also write drop schema Harsha 5_1. If I execute this also, I can drop it. You see, now we have Harsha 5_1. If I execute this, if I put my cursor anywhere on this line and do control enter, now it's gone. You see, Harsha 5 is there. 5_1 is gone, right?
Yes.
So this is how you will create a database and drop it. Now, if you want to see the list of databases, how many databases do I have here on the left? Let me do something like this. Let me remove few databases. Maybe I just used it for training purpose. I will drop them because you see so many lists and you guys get confused now. Or let it be Harsha 5. I wanted. Yeah. Now, how many databases do I have on the left?
7.
I have 7. Now I'll say show databases. Semicolon execute. How many I got?
Yes. Okay.
How many did I get?
10.
Did I get 10?
Yes.
How 10? What is the extra ones?
Information schema, MySQL, information
Performance schema.
personal DB is here. Okay. Information schema, MySQL, training DB is also there.
Information schema, MySQL, performance schema. These 3.
These 3 are extra.
Yeah.
What do you mean by information? In general, what do you mean by information?
Something that we require. Like data only.
Similarly, in MySQL, whatever things are there, so how many databases you have, in which database, what table is there, in what table, what columns are there, what is the data type of that column, is it having a text data, numeric data, all this information is available in information schema. So I told you a definition, right? Database will contain the data, schema will contain information of the data.
Okay.
Right? Similarly, this information schema will contain all the information of all the databases present here. And performance schema will handle the performance parameters of this MySQL. So how your MySQL, suppose you executed a query, how long is it taking? How faster is your MySQL? That performance related information is in performance schema. All the information, what database, what table you created, all that information is there in information schema. And you have some settings, right? Any app will have settings that is present in this MySQL. Suppose if 3 are given here on the left, when people are learning very first time, will you do drop schema? If you want to learn drop schema, unfortunately, you might do drop schema for information, performance, and MySQL, right?
Yes.
Yes
By
or no?
chance.
By chance, you might do it. That's why these are not given in this list. These are called hidden schemas. If these 3 are deleted, your database might not work properly. You have to uninstall and install it again. Clear?
Okay.
So these are hidden schemas. I told you database will contain the information and schema will hold the information. Sorry, database will contain the data and schema will hold the information. These are the schemas which has information. Understood? And databases will hold the data. So that's the definition in general what people follow. But in MySQL, you can call it as database or you can call it as schema also, the ones you see on the left. Both of them holds the data. You have separate schemas to hold the informations and performances. Clear?
And ma'am, if we have a multiple schemas, so how information schema will distinguish all the other
That's
schema?
what is your homework for today. I want you guys to query this information schema and come back. That's what I give as a homework for people on the first day. Got it?
Okay.
So if you want to purchase a ticket for a movie, you don't know where it is, what do? If you don't know something in this world, what are you doing in your phones?
Browse, will search.
Do the same and see how information schema is looking like. Clear?
Mhm.
Am I clear, guys?
Yes.
If you want to list all the databases, you can write something like this. I'll give only hints. I'm not telling you everything. I'm giving hints. What schema did I ask you to try?
Information
Dot
schemas.
what did it give? It's telling catalog name is defined. MySQL is a database. It is a character setup. Default encryption, no. So is it giving all the information of databases present?
Yes.
When I query information schema.schemata, that means schema related data. Is it giving? Similarly,
Yes.
if I want for tables, I can do select star from information underscore schema dot tables, where which table do you want to query? For example, is equals to Sakila. For example, let's try Sakila. Okay. See, in Sakila database, what all tables you have, it is showing now. So Sakila is a table name, schema name, table schema, and it is having actor table. It is a base table. Its version is this and maximum length is this. Do you see the information? It was created, when it is created, when the table is collated. Understood? For
Yes.
all the tables it is giving. Now, if you expand Sakila, you have all these tables. It gave for all those tables. Understood?
Yes.
Understood how information schema is arranged now? Test every information of everything present in this database. Okay?
And that information schema is automatically created, right? We
Yes, it
don't need,
automatically works in the background.
right.
That's why people have this definition saying that schema holds the information, database contains the data.
Yes.
Now, if you want to talk about columns level for a particular table, where table schema, let me take Sakila only, and now table underscore name is equals to, let me talk about actor table. In actor table, we have only 4 columns, correct? We just queried on the top. Actor table, when I query, how many columns we have? 4 columns.
4 column.
Now, in the actor table, we will see in information schema how it is there. See. Table schema is Sakila. In the table name is actor. Actor ID. Its original position is 1. That's the first column. And it doesn't have any nulls. It is an integer data type. It has the information. See, last update is the column which is timestamp. Correct? See here. First one is number, integers, text, and date and time. Correct? Understood now? Why do we call it information schema?
Yes.
Making sense?
Yes.
Any questions? Any doubts?
In table schema actor, just now here type that column name, just it gives the information of the column, not
Can
the
you
data
repeat?
in the.
Can you repeat, please?
In now we have given information underscore schema columns, like it gives the information about only the columns, not the data in the table.
So
Like
what does the table contain?
hmm,
What does the table contain?
it's a data. Like we are having somewhat
Table
information
contains rows and
Column.
and
columns.
columns. Yes.
It will tell you what columns are there and each column is having what. But
Yeah.
below
Yes.
data level, if you want, you have something called select statement.
Yes. Okay.
Okay?
Like it gives a column. Column means column information.
Information schema has only information. It doesn't have the data. Database
Oh,
have the data. Information schema only have information of that column. That's all. What data is inside, you have to write select statement on that database.
okay, okay. Now I
Got it,
understood.
guys? All of you are clear?
Yes, yes, yes.
If you're quiet and not interactive, you will not feel interesting. Talk and feel free to ask your questions and do it along with me, then you will feel it simple. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So, ma'am, on row number 12, you write select star from information underscore schema
Not
dot
underscore, dot schemata. That means what all
schema.
schemas are there in this MySQL which we installed, it gave us.
Okay, schemata. Okay. So it will give the details of all the schemas which we have in the database, right?
Yes. I just saved the file. This will be shared to you through the classroom link once the batch is confirmed. Okay?
Okay.
So with this, we'll stop for today.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Tomorrow, because we know database now, tomorrow we will do tables. Fine?
Okay. Now, if we create our own, like we are logging in through the root password, right? If
Yes.
if I have created anything here in the like create database or anything, it will be shown to others, or otherwise it will be only for me
Where did you install it?
on my
Where did you
laptop.
install your MySQL?
On my laptop.
So what is your laptop's password?
Okay. Okay, I
Got the
understood. It
answer?
will be shown to me. Yes. Now I can do anything. Like means I can learn anything in this. Am I right?
Obviously, that's what we are doing here.
Okay. Like I thought we are logging in through the root password and it would be shown to others also. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Why will it be seen to others? You're doing it in your laptop. So in
Okay.
Office, we install it in servers. And everyone will be given that credentials to work on. If you have the credentials, then everyone can do it. Got it?
Now it is local to you.
Yes.
Okay. Now I understood.
Guys, any other questions? Shall we wind up with this for today?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
See you guys tomorrow. Hope you
Yes.
all enjoyed the class.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, then.
Mm.
Thank you, guys. So
Thank you.
please finish your enrollments quicker so that we will change the link of the class and I will start the classroom link will be created for the people who have completed your payments and you will also get the notes. Okay?
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, then. If any other questions, you can feel free to ask me. If not, you can feel free to leave.
Have a
Thank you.
great day.
Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.